There are a couple things that I realized that I'm not going to be able to do that are kind of upsetting. Hello again. I am on some new meds because I guess they found a bacteria in my urine and they have to kill it because it could infect the baby. Fun times. This is why I'm glad I'm here, because they do testing every few days and they find something and they're like, okay, let's treat it. So that, we're mitigating any chance of, did something bite me? Mitigating any chance of infection. So I do have something called plaza privilege, and I thought it was like I could leave the hospital. That's not true. Apparently there is a coffee shop in the hospital around the corner, so that's what they were talking about when they were saying that people could leave and go to the coffee shop around the corner. I don't get to leave the hospital, but I do get to leave my room anytime I want, and go down to the plaza and visit the restaurants and whatnot, and just, get a little bit of exercise. And I did that this morning and it just wiped me out, which was really surprising because I'm a very active person. And, I'm up and down stairs all the time. I'm gardening. I'm doing, a lot of physical activity, very able-bodied person. But 5 days in this room, not moving, I became that weak that I went down and walked for maybe 40 minutes and came back and I fell asleep like right away. I was just beat. So they do want me getting out there and walking at least once a day to keep my strength up in my legs and everything. And they said at some point if I feel the need, they can get some physical therapy in here just to keep me strong, because that was very surprising for only 5 days of bed rest. I hear someone's baby next door kicking off the monitor. It's so funny. I think there's a new person next door, and I was hearing their monitor going all night. I was like, oh, you poor thing. I know the first 3 days suck. Now I don't know if something's biting me or if I'm having like a reaction to this medication. He said it's not likely that I would get a reaction from this one, but I don't know. I feel a little itchy. Someone did graduate out of this ward, if you want to call it that, and I did snag their refrigerator, which is pretty cool. So now I'm gonna be able to keep like creamer and milk and snacks in there, and feeling pretty spoiled, to be honest. They did ask me, because the room that just got vacated is much larger than mine, if I wanted to go see it and potentially move into it, but although it was a bigger room, the window was half the size and the natural light in there just wasn't very abundant, so I decided to keep my small room. And I have a nice little window here and everything feels cozy, so I'm just gonna stay in here. Little man's getting stronger every day. He's getting a little bit more defiant of the NSTs. I'll be like, okay, it's been a while since I've eaten. He seems to have calmed down. Let's do the NST now. And as soon as he feels that pressure, he's like, no, we're not doing that. And usually it's supposed to be like 20 to 30 minutes, but it has to be continuous. So when he kicks it off, they have to start over. So this morning we were on for an hour, and I'm hoping he'll be a little bit better tonight. We have it in a couple hours, so you behave. Some really awesome goals, I guess, that we're going to be meeting this weekend is the third trimester. We're gonna finally get to the third trimester, and I'm just really relieved that we're getting that far. And from there, it only gets better for him. So very excited that we're going to be getting into third trimester in a few days. Something else that was really nice is the nurse manager that helped us deliver Kaia came back from vacation, and I got to sit and chat with her for like a half hour, and it was so nice to catch up with her and everything. And she said it was just wonderful to see us back with, our rainbow baby and everything. And she loves it when people don't give up and everything. So yeah, she's like, you're handling this situation surprisingly well. A lot of people tend to, get depressed while they're here, and you just seem like you're handling it really well. And I guess for me, it's like the worst has already happened to me. We lost a baby already. So every day that my son is alive and moving and wiggling and healthy and, still inside, that's a good day to me. So I just really, I'm choosing to be optimistic, because I feel like this situation is hard enough, and I don't want to not feel good on top of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, there are a couple things that I realized that I'm not going to be able to do that are kind of upsetting. Like, I realized I'm not gonna be able to do my maternity photos in the same place that we did our maternity photos with Kaia, because that was my original plan, was that I wanted to go back to the spot that we did them with her, so we could have them with her baby brother there, and then have her portrait with us and stuff as well for the photos. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out something around here. And somewhere in this garden area is probably gonna be just fine. I'll figure it out. The other thing that was sort of a tough pill to swallow, no pun intended, was that I really wanted to make Kaia's birthday cake, and now I can't make her cake because I'm gonna be here. And yeah, I just wanted to be mom and make her cake for her this year, but I think Kameron and I are gonna figure something out. I'm gonna do video chat with him or something, and teach him how to bake a cake for the first time, and then teach him how to make frosting. And I think he's gonna bring all of that stuff here when it's done, and then I can decorate it. So we'll figure it out, have a little birthday party here for Kaia. They probably would even let me bring balloons and streamers and stuff and sort of decorate in here. It's not the birthday that I intended for her, but it's part of the journey, right? Sounds like it's done. I'm just gonna call the nurse real quick and then get back to vlogging. Where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had some interesting questions about how do you know if you had your bags ruptured, if it's, just trickling. We can use this as a teaching moment. The urethra and vagina are separate. They're definitely not coming out of the same holes, and especially if the leak is high and a really small hole, you're not gonna get the gush that you see in films, like in movies and stuff. That's tends to not be that dramatic. The only time I had a gush like that was when they took this hook and artificially ruptured my membrane to speed up labor when I was delivering my stillborn daughter, Kaia. So, yeah, high leak, small hole. It's, just gonna come out very little, and then it'll pool down there. And when you do something like go to the bathroom, and you strain a bit, that stuff will sort of just trickle out of you. So that's at least what it was explained to me. I know I had quite a few people asking me if I passed my glucose tolerance test, and I did. I passed it with a 122. I was very surprised because my body does not like sugar. But I passed it, so not diabetic. So something that I really feel like I want to do is I want to make some swaddles for babies that are born sleeping at this hospital, like different gestational ages, you know, because I know a lot of babies are born in the second trimester, born sleeping. And then I've obviously, like in my case, I had a full-term stillbirth, so I just wanted to make something that, because, you know, you're blindsided by this when it happens, so I wanted to make something that I can donate to my hospital since they've been so good to me. You know, maybe just like a pink or a blue swaddle, or maybe a floral, and then like sort of a gender neutral, and then like a boyish one. Yeah, just thoughts that I've been having. I know that in our case, I actually left the hospital, went home, and got some of Kaia's things, like her outfit and the sleep sack that I had made for her, so that she could wear that after she was born. And I know that not everybody, you know, has that. So I would want other parents who go through it to have, you know, some dignity in a way, you know, have something special from another lost mom to, you know, wrap their baby up in. Speaking of other moms who have experienced loss or complications, there was a woman that came in today. It's kind of her job to come in and talk to PPROM moms like me once a week, and she came and said hello, and she said, I was in the exact same place that you were in 28 years ago, and my son's, you know, 28 years old and 6'4" and doing just fine, and you're gonna do just fine. You're further along. You know, my son came at 25 weeks, and so it was good to see someone in person that had also been through this, and just that on top of everyone's stories that you've been sending me. I see everyone's stories, by the way. I know I don't always have the time to respond, and I really appreciate all the emails and comments and stories that y'all been sending, because it's giving me a lot of strength to push through and be optimistic and everything. So thank you for that. Yeah, it was really good to see someone in person and just be like, wow, okay, I can do this. Just got interrupted again. I'm gonna take a shower, and this is the situation. Super fun. I'm gonna shower real quick because they're gonna do my NST in a few minutes, so I'll hop back on when we're doing the NST. And he passed. He did good, even though he kicked that thing off a bunch. I did just have a little bit of an anxiety attack while in the shower, because I just felt like my back started hurting a lot, and I don't know, I just had this fear that, oh my god, am I going to labor right now? And then I just kind of felt like my belly was really heavy, and I talked to the nurse, and the monitor didn't show any contractions or anything, so I'm thinking maybe the belly's just getting heavy, and that coupled with, you know, not moving around much, and then bending down, and, you know, all of that stuff that you do in the shower. Yeah, just freaked me out. But yeah, everything feels a lot better now that I'm laying down and I don't have the belly trying to weigh me down and all that stuff, so probably just regular pregnancy pains. So I'm sure the doctor will come in and talk to me and all that and reassure me the way the nurses have. So yeah, I am just going to FaceTime with Kameron and the cats, and I think I'm going to call it a night, and I will talk to you all soon and hopefully the next vlog that I put up will be celebrating the 3rd trimester. And yeah. Bye.